Joe Girardi's gone. Rob Thompson we trust. Let's go.
Let's go. Sie denkt der Backzeichen vor, es ist gegen Hicksteak.
Oh, shit!
It's gone.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into another edition of Fan Friday. As always, I'm your host, Jake Friel, along with Pete Young. Todd will be joining us later. No Dan Shriok tonight. Got a lot to talk about, obviously. Joe Girardi, early this morning, got his walking papers, got the boot. Eagles OTAs in phase 2, but media was actually allowed in today, and apparently Jalen Hurts looked good. A couple things came out earlier. His throwing motion's different, working out with Tom House. It looks like it might have actually done something. Who would have guessed? But we got a lot to talk about. Phillies live reactions. Bryce Harper just hit a... Gone. Woo!
Jake, would you like a fun fact?
Yeah, please. Bryce Harper just hit a 3-run homer. So, yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Guess what? You know, Ryan Sandberg actually lasted longer than Joe Girardi.
Yeah, Sandberg was what? Like a little before the All-Star break, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, got a lot to talk about. Obviously, Phillies live
Time to bring back
reactions.
Pete McCannon.
Phillies live reactions going against the Angels. Phillies are killing the Angels right now, up 7-0. Bryce Harper just hit a 3-run shot. But before we get into it, we are brought to you by, as always, Gleason's Bar. Gleason's Bar is located at 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, PA. Use promo code A2D for 10% off your order whenever you dine in, take out, or order online at Gleason'sBarandSteaks.com. Again, the promo code is A2D for 10% off your order. Fan Friday is also brought to you by, and our poll question is also brought to you by, All Campus. All Campus is giving 20% off everything in their store, including hats, shirts, and team cornhole sets and more, just by subscribing. Go to our YouTube channel, search A2D Radio if you're listening to us on the audio side. Search A2D Radio. Pull us up, hit the little red button. Doesn't cost you anything. Just hit subscribe, and when you go to All Campus in Ocean City, New Jersey, just be like, John, look, I'm subscribed. Bam, 20% off. If John doesn't have your hat, he'll make sure you get it. He takes care of everyone like that. So 20% off, can't beat it. Summer's here, so if you're at the boardwalk, stop by All Campus, subscribe to our YouTube channel, get yourself 20% off. And I think Nick Castellanos... nope, almost. But the poll question for tonight, the firing of Joe Girardi will not fix the Philadelphia Phillies. Agree or disagree? Pete, I saw your smirk, so.
Fuck no. It's not just, excuse my French, it's not just a no, but oh, hell no. Are you serious? I just want to know, obviously, look, Girardi sucked, okay? He was bad. He was awful. Nothing good came from him. However, is anything different? It's the same fucking team. What's magically going to get fixed? This isn't just, a talent thing, because they have the talent. They have the pitching. The bullpen is up and down, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the same issues for a fucking decade. They make bad trades. They don't let guys develop. And then when you have guys who can develop, they don't develop them the right fucking way.
Yep.
You have Mickey. It's like I said all last year. Everyone's like, oh, you got a double play. Why? You had Mickey Moniak. You could have let him develop. You had Adam. Why is his last name fucking escaping me?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You didn't let him develop. You had Nick Payton playing really well last year. They sent him fucking down. They gave Bryson Stott 30 at bats, and then they sent his ass down.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. this team has done in the last 8, 9, 10 years is wrong. Like, it's the call when it comes to the Phillies, the call is always coming from within the house.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a manager thing, okay? If it was just a manager thing, it would have been fixed after Gabe, or it would have been fixed after Sandberg, or it would have been fixed after McCann. Like, but it's not.
Nope.
Like, we're on our third general manager and 80th coach, and the problems are still fucking here. And everyone thought, oh, we got some fun catchphrases, and we're gonna spend a lot of money, and it's just like, if this whole thing ends with a Bryce Harper MVP, it'll be fun to talk about, but it's just like it didn't mean anything. Like, all it means is we wasted a generational player. Like, look, I understand how great Embiid is, but I think what they're doing with Harper is wasting Harper is as bad, if not worse, than fucking wasting Embiid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I hear you. I absolutely hear you. And I mean, could they turn it around? Possibly. But to your point, Pete, I just don't see how. It's more than the general manager. That's basically the gist, or the manager, excuse me. It's more than the manager, obviously. So it's an organizational issue. There's a bunch of other issues, I think, that they're just not telling us that are going on, and they've been going on with this organization for a long time. Do I feel good about the team right now? Yeah, because A, Joe Girardi's gone, and 2, they're dominating on offense right now, up 7-0 against the Angels. So they're looking good as of right now, and they could look good throughout this whole series, but it's just a matter of how they do throughout the stretch of the season. If we were talking about just in this small capacity of the series, then yeah, I feel pretty good. But it's great. Like, I feel like we've all been saying it, right? Like, throughout this year, still a lot of baseball left, and there is. That's the crazy thing. But you're in such a hole. I think right now, if I remember correctly, you're like 12 and a half games back in the NL East. So there's that. You're 7 games below 500, which you can get even. I don't think that'll take long. Yeah, it's just a matter of this organization getting it all together and getting everyone kind of on the same page, because we've seen it the past couple of years. I mean, this year you have a talented roster on paper, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, again, they're looking good tonight, so maybe this is something they build off of. Maybe it wakes the guys up a little bit. Obviously, Bryson Stott hit a 3-run homer along with Harper, and as we all know, Schwarber started the game off with a homer. So it's just a matter of if this organization can really just figure it out, and if this baseball team can really figure it out. So right now, game 1 without Joe Girardi, and first game in the Rob Thompson era. Right now, it's looking like a W, but we'll see. But before we get into that, get into the other stuff, because obviously we have a lot to talk about, let's get into the comments real quick. Molly Mall. What's up, Molly Mall? He says, what's up, fellas? What's up, Molly? Pete Evans from Birds of a Feather. You can check him and Chuck's out on Thursday nights. Do a great job over there talking all things Eagles and all things NFL. Brian Daly from the Hockey Happy Hour. What's up, Dales? You can check him out as well on the Hockey Happy Hour on Tuesday nights. Him, Rob Povia, Mets and Sudi do a great job over there. All things hockey, not just Flyers. Mainly talking all NHL playoffs right now, because nobody wants to talk about Flyers. And Rob Povia, also from the Hockey Happy Hour. What's up, Pove? How we doing? But let's see. Right now we're in the bottom of the 5th, and Nick Maton just hit a triple.
Nice. But I feel like we're glossing over the most important thing that happened this week.
What is that?
That we might be getting a WNBA team!
Is that confirmed?
It's rumor as of right now.
Oh, okay.
Because they're doing 2 expansion teams, and I don't understand how you can have an expansion team without Philadelphia being in the mix.
No, I hear you.
New York, you got LA, Nobody gives a fuck about what's going on in Indiana.
Right.
We need WNBA content, which means I need WNBA content.
Is this your new USFL, Pete? You're going to be
Not
the
only am I going to die hard the USFL, I will die hard the.
WNBA.
What would the name even be?
I mean, you could probably come up with a bunch of. I don't know. Yeah, I have no clue what kind of name they would come up with. But I'm sure there's probably
the Philadelphia 34Ds.
Oh my God damn it!
I tried to make it money related. No,
there's other names. There's other names for sure that we could probably come up with, but that we just can't say.
Philadelphia Freedoms.
I don't hate it.
Because you're thinking
I don't hate it.
It's less misogynistic than my first idea. It's more female empowering, and
I don't hate it.
Well, and it's named after one of the most popular female tennis players.
There you go. Philadelphia Bells. That's one.
Sure, that's a one. I like that one. The Bells.
Me up. That's mine. All right. Rob Povia also adds he disagrees. Sometimes a new voice and a different lineup strategy can make all the difference. Nola, Wheeler, Eflin, Gibson pitching pretty well, or at least doing well for my fantasy team despite team's poor record. No, you're onto something there, Pove. They've been doing well. The pitching staff has been doing well aside from the bullpen, but your starting pitching has done very well this year. Now, as far as a new voice goes, maybe a new voice is what this team needs. And right now it's looking like it's working, so it's a matter of seeing how they can do throughout this whole season. Because I know Rob Thompson, he was in the discussion for the Yankees job when Joe left, but it's just a matter of if Joe can actually prove he's a good manager. And talk about a heck of an audition with this lineup if he can get them together. So let's see. Brian Daly also says Phillies just need to win some games and some series. They can climb back into the season. Yeah, for sure. But the only thing is, Dales, it's just a matter of if they can go on a win streak, because you're going to have to go on. If you're talking about climbing back into the season, you're going to have to, as far as like contention for the division, you're going to have to win at least like 10 straight, at least, in order to have that conversation.
Minimum.
Yeah, at least. Dick21 on YouTube says Glenn Rivers is next. Yeah, he could be.
Don't bet on it, sadly.
I know there's a job opening in Utah, and I know Doc Rivers is very close with the assistant coach there.
Hey, we could have had the guy on the Celtics. Just saying.
Yeah, we could have. We definitely could have. I'm a big Sam Cassell guy, but that's just me.
Same. I really like Cassell too. So
yeah, and that's who I wanted after they fired Brett, but they got Doc, which at the time
I wanted the guy in LA, but I was told I didn't know what I was talking about. I was told. You remember, Jake? Remember we sat here on the show and we talked about who we wanted. And I said I didn't want the guy who blew 3-1 leads.
I hear you.
And all I heard was, that's just not true. That's all hype talk.
Yeah.
That's not who he is.
Yeah.
Well, remember, you wouldn't ask Brett Brown that question.
Would you? Well, the real question is, Pete, would you ask Doc that question? I don't think so. So. Just saying.
I wouldn't ask Doc any questions because he's a fucking moron.
So Nick Maton just made a heck of a play, and it looks like he might have hurt his shoulder when he landed, because it looked like he landed right on his shoulder. So hopefully he's okay, but we'll see. We will see. Brian Daly also says Pete's the only person excited about WNBA.
Hey, I started the USFL movement, okay? I'm going to start the WNBA movement too, okay?
Daly also says find some consistency for sure. I completely agree. I mean, it's not early, but there's still a lot of baseball left.
If you say so, Brian.
They need to handle what they can control on their end. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you still have still have like 100+ games left. So, I mean, as far as time left in the season, there is still time. It's just a matter of if they can capitalize on it. That's the big what do you call it? That's a big to do there. So it's just a matter of them getting it all together. And if Rob Thompson's the guy, then by all means, I'm all for it. Then we have the guy
I
all
mean, the
along.
most important thing is that CM Punk is set to be on Rampage tonight to make a live announcement about the AEW World Championship.
Jeez. Is that tonight?
It is tonight, yes.
We might have to wrap up early then if that's the case. So, while this game's going on, top of the sixth inning, Phillies up 8-0 against the Los Angeles, or if you really want to say the real name, the Anaheim Angels. Currently up 8-0, top of the sixth. 2 outs. So, Mr. Pete Young. Media got access to OTAs today. And apparently, there's a lot of excitement. And again, the live tweets during practice, I'm just, I don't know. But it does get me excited. We're 90 plus days away from football, so that gets me excited. So
Devonta Smith beast, because think like if this was like 2015 or 2019 where you have nobody at corner, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You're going against Avonte Maddox, Darius Slay, and Bradbury, okay?
Yep.
You're going against some solid players. Like, I was up and down on the Bradbury thing, but like my hope with him is that Slay makes him better. But like he's still a solid NFL player. Like this isn't fucking Leotis McKelvin or Nolan Carroll.
Leotis McKelvin, holy shit!
Yeah, I went to the library on that one. But it's AJ Brown and fucking Devonta Smith beasting them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like these are all pro caliber players when things are right.
Yep.
And like say what you want. Like obviously seeing Hurts going deep on shit is awesome to hear. Obviously, look, it's OTAs. It doesn't really mean anything.
Yep.
But remember, every time everyone talked about how bad Carson Wentz looked in OTAs, look what ended up happening.
Yeah. Yep.
Just saying, this like
he ended up stinking.
Is a worthless piece of dog shit. he was not wrong in that, and he was like fucking tracking shit. Look at the Mark Sanchez year. Where everyone's like, I'm a little worried about Nick Foles, and he didn't play well.
Yeah. Yep.
They were winning, but he didn't play well.
And then he got hurt.
Yeah, then he got hurt. They were 8-1.
Yep.
But
the Sanchez.
Yes, the Sanchez. I remember
the Sanchez. I've always liked Mark.
I always liked Mark too. But like his hip motions look a little better. The ball's not as close to his chest. The release looks a little quicker.
Yeah, because it's here now. Before it was like a little out to here.
No, it was here before. It's a little bit.
No, I'm saying when he was throwing, it went back.
Yeah,
now it's actually tight. It's tight.
It's quicker. It's out way quicker.
Yep.
Well, you know what? That's what you get when you fucking work with Tom House.
I said it.
Say what you want.
A couple weeks ago. I said it a couple weeks ago.
Carson Wentz worked with Tom House.
Ben Roethlisberger worked with Tom House.
Matthew Stafford. I want to say
Carson Palmer.
I want to say Josh Allen. I don't know if I'm right on that one.
I think you're right because I think I do remember seeing that. So again, it's proven that whatever Tom House does with these quarterbacks, it works. So
I understand people get mad about this when he compare them to Josh Allen, but I'm like, I'm not, because if you look, like, he had if you look at Josh Allen's rookie year, his arm was not spectacular. I don't think he was a great thrower of the football, and most of his highlight plays were with his legs. I'm talking about his rookie year.
His rookie year, yep. He had a cannon, but
it was just like it was all over the place.
Yeah, he would overthrow guys. He would be putting too much mustard on it, and
you can have a cannon. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work.
I know what you mean. Let me see some more of these comments here. Bryce Blackwell, what's up, Bryce? He says he's like crazy how we're playing better tonight. But we got it. Yeah, but we're looking good. But we got to play the games. No, I hear you. I hear you, Bryce, talking about football. I hear you. No, I'm the same way. I'm right there with you.
11
Phillies
wins.
right now.
11 wins. That's what I'm saying, baby.
I have like I'm right around there with 11. We'll talk about more of that. But right now, Phillies bottom of the sixth, up 8-0 against the Angels. 1 out. Kyle Schwarber is back on the plate. 1 home run, 1 walk, with 2 runs tonight. So,
Woo!
just saying, June Schwarber. It's June Schwarber. So we'll see. What were you saying, Pete? I'm sorry.
What was I saying about what?
I
said 11 wins. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. It's for sure possible.
I remember I had motherfuckers before the draft complaining. They're like, well, we don't have a wide receiver. Well, they got Jack Pascal. It's like, well, we don't have a pass rush. Well, they got Hassan Reddick. We don't have any linebackers.
Schwarber did it again.
He did it again.
He did it again.
Bull Schwarb.
June Schwarber. I'm telling you, June Schwarber. I don't know what it is. First like couple like month or two, he's not that great, but June Schwarber. Phillies up 9-0 right now, and they are just
like
having a night.
Like
Kyle Schwarber with a home run, Bryce Harper with a home run, Bryce Stott, his first career home run. Hell of a night. Hell of a night tonight. So
like people were fucking overreacting prior to the draft. I'm just like, it's not your team is not built on the first or second day of free agency. If so, the Browns would have won like 3 Super Bowls by now. Okay. And I say this, it was someone with Odell / Baker Mayfield merchandise I can't wear.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Pete's sad. I don't know where Pete went, but right now, Phillies are looking good. Getting back to some baseball, Phillies are looking good. Up 9-0, 1 out. Rhys Hoskins is on the plate, counts 1-1. That's another guy I'm up and down about. Like when he's good, but when he's bad, it's just, oh my God, Rhys. It's just simple things like that with Rhys Hoskins that just frustrate you. I don't get it. Like I said, when he's good, but when he's bad, he's just real.
What am I doing with this, huh?
What is that?
It is Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham.
Oh my God. You can use it as a cloth.
Yeah, right?
You can use it as a cloth if you're cleaning or something.
Got like another one with like, I couldn't find it. I got with him, Jarvis, and Odell.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
What could have been, Pete? What could have been?
Yeah.
Actually, no, not what could have been. What was. And
yeah. But hey, you got Deshaun Watson's lawyer talking about happy endings today. Yeah, because he's totally not guilty.
God damn it.
I like how even beforehand you're like, no, we don't know. And then the fucking court case came out and you're like,
yeah, at the same time,
I would like to apologize to women everywhere.
Yeah.
I've never seen you turn so quick before. You saw that and you're just like,
yeah.
Oh God, I feel dirty.
Well, when you're his lawyer, and we're only going to talk about this for a brief second. We'll get back to baseball, but yeah, I mean, when you think you're all cleared and you're good to go, be like, all right, we'll get suspended for probably half the season or whatever, and then we'll go from there. And then, bam, another one.
Yep.
Another one. So, are we going to see more come up out of nowhere? Possibly. I don't know. At this point, it wouldn't shock me.
Remember, Jake. Remember what I said. I said 10 games.
It's your. Hey, listen, Pete. It's your quarterback. So he's your quarterback now.
my guy's sitting at home.
No, I hear you. But Baker's still there. So. And to be honest, I think
Joe Girardi knows what he's talking about. He knows a winner when he sees one.
I said it when he was coming out of LSU. I said he's a winner.
He was talking about Baker and how great Baker is. What are you talking about?
planting his flag.
He's never beaten Baker Mayfield. I'm just saying.
This is true. This is true.
And Baker Mayfield outdueled him.
This is true.
Which is gonna be. I'm very interested to see what happens with the Bengals this year because it's not like a make or break year for Burrow because he's got nothing but weapons. But it's just like if they don't go back.
Yeah, but it's so tough though. To be fair, it's so tough to go back.
I know, but like that's why when they lost, right? All I heard from Bengals fans was like, "Oh man, we'll be back next year." And I'm like, don't say that. Because how many great teams where you're just like, oh, they're going back next year. This isn't even a fucking question.
Yeah, they'll say that in the moment, and then
Seahawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man, they're going to be in and out of Super Bowls for years to come.
And then they went to the second one, and then Pete Carroll wanted to get cute and throw the ball, but I mean, it is what it could have two. You could have two, but no. You just
hate Russell Wilson for the rest of his life.
You just have one. Just have one.
Same.
Bryce Harper's up to bat. Counts 2-2. Staying alive. Bryce Harper. Oh, I forgot today was also Lou Gehrig Day in baseball. I forgot about that. All right, let's see. Does Bryce Harper have another home run in him? Let's see.
Maybe.
Let's find out. Count 2-2. And he's still staying alive. Oof. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Harper does the rest of the year because I know he was out. What I think the last game was some forearm tightness, so it's just a matter of how that elbow's going to do, how that tendon in his elbow is going to do, and if he can hold up the rest of the year. If he can hold up for the rest of the year, I think we're fine. But oh wait, oh no, he did it! He did it again.
Who? Harper?
Another Harper home run. Let's go. That's 2 tonight. Oh my goodness. An offensive explosion here at Citizens Bank Park. My goodness.
Friend Jill on Twitter says this. Did they just hate Girardi?
Oh, listen, I mean, did Bryce Harper really have a forearm injury? Was his forearm sore, or was he just sick of Girardi? See, now okay. All right, so what was the tweet again, Pete? Were they just sick of...
Did they just hate Girardi?
She's
not the first person to say this, because a lot of my Twitter followers have been saying it tonight. And I'm just like, maybe.
I mean, again,
I know Reese Hoskins probably hates him. Because remember, Reese got hot, and then he's like, no, we're going to put you in the lead up. Don't worry.
That is right.
Why would you move someone when they're hot?
Yeah, that I didn't understand. No, you're 100% right. I didn't understand that.
I mean, I understood it. Joe Girardi's a fucking moron.
Yeah, it's looking like it. But let's make that our secondary poll question, Pete. Did they just hate Joe Girardi? Did the Philadelphia Phillies just hate the players? Just hate Joe Girardi? Is that what happened? After what we're seeing tonight, Phillies up 10-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Is that what happened? Pete?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. It's looking like
I'd laugh if they somehow like went on a run and they made the playoffs just despite Girardi. I'd laugh so fucking hard.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Just in spite of him. Just this is.
It's like winning a Super Bowl with Chip Kelly's format.
Oh my god.
Which was the ultimate like fuck you moment.
Just in spite of him. Out of all things, just in spite. But yeah, I don't know. Again, it's looking like it. It's really looking like it. So I don't know. It's just, I guess we'll see how the rest of the series goes and the rest of these games go here. But I mean, right now, it's tough to argue. It's tough to argue. You have 2 home runs from Schwarber. You have 2 home runs from Harper. You have a home run from Bryson Stott. I mean, playing better without you. They're playing better without you. So
You're just letting
again,
your players play instead of trying to outsmart everyone.
there you go. Well,
Remember they talked about Rob Thompson replacing Joe in 2017.
they did. Philly season high of 5 home runs tonight. So again, they're looking good. Beef White says any player that would do that is not a professional. Does not belong in the league or any sport. I mean,
Are we talking about Watson?
No, I think he's talking about players. I would think he was referencing to our discussion about players just hating Girardi and not wanting to play for him. I think
Guess
that's what it was.
Some players just don't want to play for assholes.
Yeah,
Ask Jason Peters.
Yeah.
Sometimes, guess what? A guy just sucks and he makes your job suck, and you don't want to give your best. Like, I'm sorry. I've had bosses where I don't want to give my 100% because they don't fucking deserve it.
Yeah, if you don't.
I'm thankful that I work for a company right now to where my boss is chill. My boss gives a shit what happens to me. My boss cares about my health.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes out of his way to take care of me.
Yep.
And in return, I want to run through a fucking wall for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I get what you're saying, Beav. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you're talking about grown men. You're not talking about college kids who are playing for potential money. And again, they're getting money in college, but you're talking about big money when you're talking about
also,
playing.
Your name is Beav. Are you really the one to be giving out professional advice here?
Beav's been here for a while, so I'll give Beav a pass. It's okay. I'll give Beav a pass. It's all good. But yeah, I don't know. Could Rob Thompson be the guy? I don't know. Maybe he could.
Up next, advice from Ward.
Advice from what?
Ward.
Oh.
And Wally and Miss Cleaver.
So, real quick, Phillies are entering the top of the 7th, up 10-0 against the Los Angeles Angels. 9 hits, 10 runs. It's looking like a hell of a night. And so far, it's been a hell of a night. So, it's... Again, I don't want to get... Here's my issue. And I knew this would happen, right? Like, they fired Girardi. They look really good tonight. And then it gets like it pulls you back in. It gets you excited. This is what Philly sports does to you. You get excited. You're like, all right. Relative, like not a new manager as far as in-house, but you got a new voice per se with Rob Thompson at the helm now. Yeah, it's just a matter of if they can get it together. But like I said, you move on from Girardi today. The Phillies look great. Zach Eflin looks good. The whole team looks good. And it's just one game. It's against the Angels. If you're talking about like we're doing this against the Mets, okay, I'm getting a little excited. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited from what I'm seeing tonight, but I just need to see it consistently in order to really kind of be dug in. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of that. And let's see. Let's see. But getting back to football real quick, Pete. I mean,
the only thing that matters.
Yeah. I mean, if the Phillies keep looking like trash, then yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, they're saying Devontae Smith has looked really good. He hasn't dropped anything.
Wide receiver 1. I'm just saying, man. Everyone tried to talk about Jamar Chase. It's Devontae Smith. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
I hear you. Just a matter of, but that also goes in conjunction with Hurts improving as well. So,
I mean, I think we're glossing over the most important football news that came out today.
Oh, geez.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
What did I miss?
So Shane Sheaton, the offensive coordinator,
Shane Steichen. Yeah.
Steichen. Shane Steichen will be fucked up his name. He's going to be calling plays this year.
Yeah, and apparently he was doing that towards the end of the season last year. So
when everything started turning around, this guy,
Shane Steichen. Yep.
And you know what? Like everyone might take this as a bash on Sirianni. I do the exact opposite, where he listened to a guy who helped what's his name in LA? That's Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Like he helped Justin Herbert explode. Obviously, he didn't end up making the playoffs his first year, but he was amazing. And I hate to tell people this: the offensive coach does not always have to call plays. It's okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I hear you. And it's just a matter of blending it all together, obviously, with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. You're talking about Miles Sanders, who's going to be coming into a contract year, so he's hungry.
Still on this team?
Yeah.
We could always trade him for Kareem Hunt. I like that idea so much better.
Oh, listen, if that could happen, I'll say yes in a second. If it's just like a straight swap, then sure. But I mean, you might have to throw a pick or two in there.
Throw a fourth.
I'm fine if that's
because his contract is up soon, and I don't think they're going to extend him.
Oh, is it up soon?
Yep.
Let me see what do you call it, what his contract's looking like as the Phillies game is still going on. Top of the 7th inning, 2 outs for the Angels. Got one guy on base. Matt Duffy is up, so let's see if Zach Eflin can close this out or close this inning out, I should say. Kareem Hunt only signed a 2-year extension. Oh, so he's an unrestricted free agent after this year. Interesting. Wait a minute. Pete, he's only 26.
Yeah.
Wow. Why does it feel like he's been in the NFL forever?
Because he came in super young.
Yeah.
And he was good, super young.
He was really good, super young. I mean, listen, 26. Woof.
I mean, they still got Nick Chubb over there.
Yeah, Nick Chubb's not going anywhere. I'd love to have Nick Chubb, but he's not going anywhere.
I mean, they're not getting rid of Nick Chubb. That's not happening.
No. No shot. No shot they're getting rid of Nick Chubb.
You know, Miles Sanders, he hasn't had a touchdown since December 2020.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Going on, if he doesn't get a touchdown till this December, then yeah, no, you're right, 2 years. But I mean, he had the opportunities, but you want to talk about a guy who I think is going to have a big year. I think Gainwell might have. Yeah. Yep. Big Kenny.
You bring in like a veteran back in like August, or do you just go with Sanders, Gainwell, Scott, and like Kennedy Brooks?
Yeah, Kennedy Brooks or one of the other guys you brought in, but God damn it. Truber says R.I.P. Angels, and then Pete's best friend in the comments.
Blobby! I missed you as I was dying from fucking COVID.
Blobby says, hello, my friends. I'm so glad to see you. The feeling's mutual. The feeling's mutual, Blobby. But Philly's up right now. Or, no, Philly. Excuse me. Anaheim's still up. 2 outs. 1 on first, 1 on third. Oh, my God. Why am I forgetting his name? The guy that's up right now. Why am I forgetting his name? Number 14 for the Angels. Wade. That's it. Wade. Blobby also says, why are you talking about the other league? I don't know, Blobby. That's a good question.
I'm sorry, Blobby.
That's a very good question. Let's see here. What were we talking? Oh, Kenny Gainwell. That's a guy I think who can have a really, really, really big year.
I hope so. Whatever gets Miles Sanders off this football team. Well, see, I hate him. I can't stand him for the same reason I couldn't stand LaShawn McCoy.
Why? Because
I hate the dancing.
Okay.
I hate it. Like, it drives me Like, there's so many times where I watch Miles Sanders where the hole is right there, the positive yardage is right there, but he tries to be with Sean McCoy, tries to fucking dancing around to get cute, and he fucking loses yardage.
Yeah, and he's just
I was more willing to deal with it with McCoy because McCoy would average like 1,400 fucking yards a year and like 9 to 11 touchdowns. That's not Miles Sanders.
Oh. Bobby says, I hope you feel better. I wish I could have given you my special cough drops.
I was swallowing quite a deal of red drops.
I need an adult. Oh, my goodness. Phillies are heading into the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll see. See how this goes. Yeah, I mean, Kenny Gainwell, I think he'll have a big year. My other big guy on defense anyway. I think Milton Williams is going to have a really good year too, I think.
Oh, you mean Aaron Donald 2.0?
According to draft experts, yes.
Just remember, people wanted to fight Hallie on that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to remember, I being the lone person at A2D who told everyone to calm down when it came to Hallie.
Yeah, I didn't hate the Milton Williams pick, but
we can't trust Hallie Roseman with picks. You can't trust him.
In the last 2 years, he's looking pretty good.
Hot take: last 3 years minus Jalen Reagor.
Well, there was a rumor that did come out
that Hallie's been in charge instead of Jeffrey Lurie saying
for the past year and a half, it's been Howie that's been calling the shots.
Because if you look at like your Jalen Reagors and your
JJ Arcega-Whitesides,
like they just don't like really fit in what they've done the last 2 years.
No, not at all. And to be fair, I will say this, just because we didn't have a show last week, so we didn't have a chance to talk about it. But no, it's unfortunate what the whole thing that's gone on with Jalen Reagor talking about his friend Jeff Glandy passing away in an unfortunate car accident.
Also, if you're one of those people who are targeting Jalen Reagor, because he's going through a tough time, and you're talking about like fucking drops and how much you suck, you go fuck yourself. Like you're not a good person.
Yeah,
like,
you
are a bad individual.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Allen Iverson thing all over again, where they glorify and make fun of the practice thing, but people ignore the whole purpose of that rant.
He didn't need it. He didn't need to pray.
Where he was going through an emotional time losing one of his best friends.
Yeah.
But they want to, like, his best friend got killed.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to talk about why he missed one fucking practice.
Yep. Well, even the whole practice thing, people made fun of him. But at the same time, you look at the rest of that team, the last person that needed practice was Allen Iverson. He was the last person that needed practice. To be fair, he was the last.
No one between him and LeBron, no one in the history of professional basketball has done less with more, or done more with less.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I say LeBron and then AI in that respect.
No, that's fair, because what he did with the Cavs in 2016, I will still say, is one of the most impressive things ever done.
One of my favorite things about this, I had a dude in Sixers 24/7. He's like, "Oh, LeBron's not going to make it out of the first round," and I'm just like, I have this much confidence in LeBron. I said, I bet you $500. I said, I'll pull it up. I'll put it up. I'll bet you $500 he makes it out of round one. He makes it out. So it's round two. So I go, he's not going to win round two. I said, I bet you $1,000. He's like, oh, no, I'm not touching that. Going into round three. Oh, he's not making it out of round three. And I said, I bet you 2 G's. He's like, no, I'm not touching that. Goes to the finals. Oh, I'm willing to take that bet now. I'm like, you fucking pussy.
That's the worst.
So now you're willing to make a bet because he's going against like fucking KD and the Warriors. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is too, I have to respect LeBron in this sense, is that made it to 8 straight finals for 8 straight years. So it's. I don't think you'll ever see that again.
Goat man doing goat things. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I said it when LeBron was looking for places before he signed with LA.
I wanted it.
I wanted him. I wanted LeBron. I mean, I'll still take LeBron. He was second in points in the NBA this year.
Like what, 37?
Yeah, 36, 37.
Ridiculous.
It's insane. It's insane. And
GOAT, man.
I'm not gonna say GOAT, but
it's okay. I'll do it.
Well, the thing is too, like it's like the people that try and compare the Jordan and LeBrons of the world. It's tough because it's two different eras of basketball.
I mean, the competition that Jordan faced and the competition LeBron faced is not even comparable.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
One man beat the winningest team in professional sports, and the other beat like Karl Malone, and John Stockton.
Yeah, he was also playing with 3 Hall of Famers. But so to be fair, so did LeBron.
So did Jordan.
Yeah, so did Jordan.
People were like, "Oh, Michael Jordan didn't need to stack his teams." What are you talking about? Went out of his way to go get fucking Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman was his guy, and then he went after him. Well, he didn't show up in at practice, and he had to fly.
He was at
to fly out to Vegas
the beach, man.
He's like, yeah. I remember when I saw that interview. Dennis Rodman's like, yeah, I just shut everything off. I went dark for a couple days, and then they said he woke up and he just saw them standing there, and he's like, oh, okay. We're in the bottom of the 7th right now, 2 outs. Still 10-0. Camargo's up to bat. Nope. But again, this team's looking good without Joe so far. First game of Rob Thompson's career, or Rob Thompson's game as a manager. But might be, going back to the question earlier, it might be might have just hated Joe.
Girardi.
They might have just hated Girardi. Could have been that simple. Counts 2-1 for Camargo. 2 outs for the Phillies. Again, bottom of the 7th. I'll take another home run. See, I should have bet on this game today.
They lose this game, I'll kill myself.
I mean, well, let's wait till the 8th inning, Pete, because that's when the collapse starts. That's when the collapse tends to start.
I will walk into my dad's gun collection and take out whatever I can find and just
be like, Pete, what are you doing? Bang.
Sorry, Dad. I had to do it.
Had to do it. Sorry. Blame the Phillies. All right, so it's the end of the 7th. We're heading into the top of the 8th. Top of the 8th inning, still up 10-0. Angels still scoreless. Fingers crossed. They stay scoreless, and we can have an easy night, and we can get on out of here once this game wraps up.
Yeehaw.
I know Pete's dead over there. I've been trying to get a hold of Todd. I don't know where Todd's at, but Todd comes almost down a bit longer.
Todd's fucking sleeping. That's what Todd.
Oh, I can guarantee you he's sleeping. Said he was on 3 hours ago, so whatever time it is in Germany right now.
Did you send him a picture of your dick? Because I'm sure that will look him up.
That would just put him back to sleep. He'd be like, nah. Let's see. What time is it?
I'm sure that's what your girlfriend says.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
It's whatever.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's 3:25 in the morning in Germany. So, yeah. But to be fair, it is the weekend, so Todd is off in his defense. Todd is off. But he could have had a long day. So there's also that. But Pete, who else are you excited about? Because obviously we still have OTAs. Third phase. Well, the other thing is, too, this is another thing I wanted to mention. Can't believe I almost forgot about this. So we're having 3 phases of OTAs. The second phase just ended today, and then the third phase kicks back on Monday, and then the team won't get back together till the tail end of July. So there's that. And what was the other thing? Nick Sirianni said there's no mandatory mini camps this year.
Like league-wide, or is he just not making it?
It's the Eagles, And the Bengals are the only two teams that aren't doing mandatory minicamp this year.
Because he's just like, it just doesn't matter. And that's where 90% of the dudes get hurt.
Well, and that's what he said was his big reason why was because he wants to keep his guys healthy. That's the big part. And we were one of the more healthy teams in the league last year because of the lack of like practices and mandatory mini camps and whatever, and lack of like physical
force motherfuckers to play in fucking preseason games.
Right. And that's
remember that? They're like, oh, that's going to really, really affect our team.
Yeah. Well, and that's my question, Pete, is without mandatory mini camp and without, and now obviously you'll still have the, what are the practices called? The 2-team practices where it's, cause they have
Joint
the Dolphins.
practices.
Yeah. The joint practices. Thank you. Obviously you'll have those, but, no mandatory mini camp. So do you think, and the fam can also answer too, will that hurt the Phillies? Will that hurt the Eagles? Do you think?
It doesn't matter. Like if this was a team in its first fucking year together, I'd be like, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But the entire team is back together with a few additional players. Like, it's the same coach. It's the same offensive coordinator. It's the same defensive coordinator. It's the same fucking quarterback and wide receivers and running backs and tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
James Bradbury knows the scheme. That's fine. Jordan Davis is going to be brought in slowly. That's fine. A.J. Brown knows Jalen Hurts like the back of his fucking hand. That's fine. Like, like people are going to overreact, and I'm sure a bunch of old assholes who haven't like seen their dicks since 1974 are going to complain about how they're bad teammates and they don't care. And I know Angelo Cataldi's sexist old ass is going to be like, oh my God, Rhea, why doesn't they care about the football? Can we just be excited about the fact that we're getting rid of two of the old biggest pieces of shit in sports media? And Angelo,
I knew you were gonna go here.
And Angelo Cataldi and fucking Mikey Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Angelo Cataldi being one of the sexiest pieces of garbage I've ever seen, and Mikey Miss, who made a choice to have one of his interns portray himself as a black person.
Yeah.
To accumulate black.
Where did Pete go? Oh, hold on. Let's see here. Okay, there you are. But no, I don't know. You just went mute for a second. I don't know what happened, but
maybe I think I know what I did. I think I touched something.
Oh, okay. But no, I get where you're coming from. I was never a big fan of either of those guys, to be honest, and it's refreshing. But at the same time, we lost Ray Didinger, so that's
I know
it's a bit of a balance. Like, okay, you got rid of
for the team,
right? Yeah. So I mean that one hurt. That one hurt.
I'll miss Ray.
And listen, I've told people this a bunch of times too. Like, he's not like he's retired, but I can guarantee you once
he's retired in the same way fucking Wes Bowen is retired.
Right. Like, you'll still see him like Les tweets all the time. Les tweets.
Yes, I'm retired. Excuse me. Here are the 45 articles I wrote this week.
And then, yeah, I mean, with Ray, like once the Eagles make the playoffs, I can guarantee you'll see him on a pre and post game show and that whole thing. So, I mean, like, obviously he's not going to be doing his usual work, but I can guarantee you he'll make guest spots here and there. He's not gone. I can guarantee you'll see him again. But yeah, it's unfortunate to see him go. He grew up listening to him and reading his articles, and just going to be different without him. So it's not like I'm saying he's dead, but it's just.
Are you sure? It sounds like you fucking saying.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's just we all grew up listening to him and grew up reading his articles, and it's just going to be different. Just a matter of fine. And again, talking about someone that can replace Ray Dinger, that's almost impossible. But
Jake, no more muting my mic, all right?
I didn't mute your mic. My hands are right here. But Zach Eflin right now at 101 pitches. He's looking good so far. Eflin's looking good. Let me see if I can pull up his numbers real quick. Yeah, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Mike Trout, New Jersey's own. Everyone gets excited when Mike Trout's home. So Mike Trout's up right now. Counts
Mike Trout's from
2-1.
Jersey. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Pete, you didn't? Did you also know he's an Eagles fan too? He's
No,
a
I
big
never
Eagles
heard that one before. Next you're gonna tell me that Clayton Kershaw and Matt Stafford are buddies.
Yeah, they actually grew up together.
Yeah, what? Or that Nick Foles went to Michigan for 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, him
Michigan
and
State, I guess, is it?
him and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That picture does exist.
Or did you know Russell Wilson played baseball?
Yeah, he was drafted by the Yankees.
Or Tim Tebow? Or Riley Cooper? Or Russell Wilson?
I think Patrick Mahomes was too, wasn't he?
Yes, Patrick Mahomes.
That's also because of his dad, though, too. His dad was a great pitcher.
Everyone.
So far, 8 shutdown innings from Zach Eflin.
Or we implode and Pete cries.
Just an 8th inning / 9th inning collapse.
That is the part of the course with this team.
This is also true. You're right. This is also true. You have 7 shutout innings from Zach Eflin. Let's see, 5 strikeouts. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, and just all around, they've been looking good tonight. You had a couple hiccups here and there, but other than that, the Phillies have looked great tonight. So we'll see.
We haven't even heard from Tom tonight.
No, Tom's coaching a game tonight. That's what he's doing. Tom is coaching a game tonight, or a tournament rather. This is usually his around summertime, to and people that have been around a long time will usually know. Usually around, I want to say, May to October-ish. That's usually when Tom's busy with coaching baseball. That's usually his busiest.
Tom coaches baseball?
Yup. Another fun fact for you. But to answer the question back to what I was talking about earlier with the mini camps, I mean, maybe, could it hurt? Maybe, but realistically, with how things are done today, the game's obviously completely different. Teams practice completely differently, and with all the concussion awareness and stuff like that, it's just a completely different game. And I mean, with the pandemic and that whole thing, and they had limited practices last year, and they still look good. So, well, not good at the beginning of the year, but they wrapped up with a good part of the year. So it's just a matter of if they can get it all together and see how well these new guys can gel. Obviously, you have AJ and Jalen together. They already have chemistry. So you have Devontae Smith coming in his second year. And it's a really exciting time to be a fan of the Eagles right now. So not including the people that jumped on the bandwagon in 2017. Let's see, where are we at now? We are at the bottom of the 8th.
This is from last June from ESPN Stats.
Okay, go ahead.
This is for the 28th from 2021. With his 2-run home run tonight, Kyle Schwarber now has 15 home runs in June, the most home run in a calendar month by a leadoff hitter all time. His first home run this month did not come until June 12th. Barry Bonds, 2001, and Sammy Sosa, 98, and the others with 15 home runs in a 17-game span, and that was last year.
So what you're telling me is Kyle Schwarber juices in June.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Can you send that to me too, please? But yeah, I mean, and Bryson Stott just got a nice hit. Got Mickey Moniak up now. The young guys have done well tonight.
Why not Mick?
I mean, he had that crazy catch the other day too, out of center field. So I mean,
Nice
maybe it's
to see
time.
a guy who can actually do things in center field.
Yeah, maybe it's what do you call it? Maybe he is the answer at center field. So we'll see. I think his bat still needs a bit of work, but again, he's young. That's the other thing too. Bryson Stott's still
He's
young.
21.
Right, exactly.
Like,
They're all young.
People keep talking about what a bust he is. What are you fucking talking about? He's 21 years old.
Yeah, baseball's weird.
Not everyone is Bryce Harper where you're up at like 19.
Yeah, where you're just a generational talent like a Mike Trout or
Look,
like you said, a Bryce Harper.
Pete Alonso was in that draft, and Pete Alonso is a superstar. Like that's
Pete Alonso's fantastic.
But like, I'm not mad that like they picked Mickey Moniak over Pete Alonso. I'm mad they picked that loser pitcher in the second round over Pete Alonso.
What the hell was his name?
Ethan something.
Yeah, Ethan. Yeah, oh my god. Dude, you knew he was gonna stink when his name was Ethan. That's when you knew he was gonna stink. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. Got Bryson Stott on first. Got a Double Herrera up at the plate. Double also made an appearance at right field today. Didn't look bad. Little fun fact for you. Didn't look too bad, but Phillies are looking good. Things are coasting for this team right now. Now, hopefully they can get out of here with no runs on the board from the Angels, but we'll see.
Fun fact from one of my favorite Twitter buddies.
Okay.
Alex Carr states Bryson Stott is 5 for 12 over his last 3 games with a double and a home run.
There you go. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, right.
From a young guy too. I'll take it. I'll take it.
If you like baseball, you should definitely be following Alex because he always has great shit.
I'm a big fan of Alex. I started following him. Oh, geez. I want to say like the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Him and Johnny Heller are probably my 2 favorite baseball guys.
Heller's very good. Very good. But Alex is my main guy. That's my main guy for baseball. As far as Phillies baseball goes, I should say. Counts 2-2 right now with a double.
Clearly following Chris Sims for everything sports related.
Chris Sims
probably has a great list.
Yeah, I mean that that top 40 list was pretty legit, bro. Jalen Hurts at 25. I mean,
he should at least be 18. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, when you saw the guys who were ahead of him.
Which my favorite thing with that is because my favorite thing with that list is so he's like everything is based on where they are right now and it has nothing to do with future projections. If that's the case, how is Zach Wilson ahead of him? How is Trevor Lawrence ahead of him? How the fuck is Daniel Jones ahead of him?
Yeah, that I don't understand. I don't understand that whatsoever. But I mean.
So do they believe in Jalen Hurts now? I just want to know. Because that's all I heard was they're not going to go get anyone because they don't believe in him.
Yeah.
Hi, AJ. How you doing there, pal?
Yeah, right. Oh, fun. Reese Hoskins is up at the plate. Yeah, this will be fun.
Goat man doing goat things.
Yeah, and it's these simple pitches, like these gimme pitches, and Reese just sits on.
Like that's like baseball right now, where it's just like it'll go down the middle, and they just won't. They'll just look at it.
Yeah. Yep. So let's see. So here's a stat for you. The Angels have a 12-game winning streak against the Philadelphia Phillies. It dates back to 2003. It is the longest active winning streak a team has over a single opponent. Well, that might, if all things go right, that might end tonight. So,
and you just cursed us.
And we're making history here, Pete. We're making history.
You're like every NFL announcer where it's like, well, he's 53 of 53 within the 20.
With the way he's been playing today, there's no reason he can't get in the end zone. Then he throws a pick six in the game.
My favorite thing is in the Super Bowl, they're talking about it, and the Patriots kicker, he's like, he's 53 of 53.
Yeah, yeah.
in the postseason. In his last 3 trips to the postseason, he's never missed. Oh my God! It hits the pole against.
Yeah. I call it the announcer's curse. That's what I call it. So end of the 8th inning, going to the top of the 9th to wrap this up. It looks like Eflin might be going out to wrap up this game. So
God bless him. No, Corey Knable's going out.
oh God, don't do that to me.
I like how one of the tweets from a few nights ago was like when it was 6-5 heading into the 9th and Corey Knable was brought out. They literally tweeted about how Phillies fans are leaving. They're just like, fuck it, we'll beat traffic.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's Phillies. Please don't do this to me. I already locked it up as a victory for us, and I know it's premature. I understand, but
like most men.
Zing, well done. Cheesy joke, but well done. I like your style, kid. I like your style.
Like your moves.
Show me your moves.
That's a Starsky and Hutch reference for everyone who watches that movie.
Yes, for anyone that did not get it. But
like your moves.
I like your moves. But yeah, I mean, so far so good in the Rob Thompson era. Fingers crossed.
Like the Charlie Manuel hitting coach era that lasted for 4 games.
Yeah.
You're talking about that on WIP, and everyone's like, "Oh, we turn it around just like with Charlie Manuel." Everyone's like, "We should hire Charlie. We should hire what is it? We should hire Larry Boa." Like, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Larry Anderson. Not like he fucking retired. We'll just go. We'll just go full Flyers and just hire all old people.
Yeah, right. Why not? Be like, oh, this guy played for us. He won a Stanley Cup for us. All right, bring him in. Why not?
Yeah, we'll
come over here, pal.
Yeah, we'll hire. What's his name? Who's that crackhead from the '93 team?
That doesn't help me. I have no clue.
He's an outfielder.
Oh, Lenny.
Yeah, we'll hire the crackhead, Lenny Dykstra.
Lenny. Could you imagine how much attention that would get with all these crazy press conferences?
It'd be crazy.
It'd be nuts.
Like,
to be fair,
Bryce Harper would put him in the hospital by game 4.
Oh my God. Yeah, you'd have him handing out heaters in the dugout. Be like, here, you want a cigarette? Here, perfect. It'll take us back to good old 1980s baseball.
Technically, early 90s.
Oh, early 90s, but I'm saying he'd turn the dial back a couple decades. But I mean, he'd probably have women in the dug. It'd be a total disaster. Be a complete. But I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it, Pete. I'd love to see it.
I mean, that's just so sad because it's just like it would just be a train wreck, and people would just be like, "Woohoo!"
But it would make for great TV, though. You know how many primetime games the Phillies would probably have with Lenny Dykstra? Just for the theater of it, just for the absolute theater.
Probably the same amount of primetime court cases Lenny Dykstra has.
Oh my God, zing! Feel like you got nails again, son of a bitch. Yeah, no, and Eflin did not go out in the 9th inning, by the way.
Boo!
After pitching, 103? Something like that. So
I like people who talk about that all the time. It's like, why can't pitchers just go longer? I'm like, so their careers can last longer?
Yeah, it's not the game anymore.
Like, wait, Nolan Ryan. Cool. You picked the one guy who was able to do it. Like, people like having players play like 10 plus years as opposed to pitching 100 pitches every fucking game and like being done in like 4 years.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. But there was another football point I wanted to bring up too, but I'm just forgetting it at the moment. Oh my goodness. Why am I forgetting it?
Punter battles.
Huh?
We need a punter.
Punter battles, no, but position battles. So apparently, the battle for the right guard job, it's going to be
There's no battle.
It's going to be Isaac Seumalo against Jack Driscoll.
There's no battle.
That's the apparent right guard.
There's no battle.
I think it's Driscoll. That's just me.
I think they're gonna. I once again, honest NFL takes is I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That's the best. If you are a football junkie and you're not following that motherfucker, you're crazy. That dude is. I love his breakdowns.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. Chuck's turned me on to him, I think, last year, and he's fantastic.
I want to know who he is.
He says he's someone that used to work in the front office.
I know that, but I'm just like, oh man.
Well, I feel like it kind of like ruins the allure of it too. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder who it is. Who could it have been? Because he hasn't given like years. He hasn't said I worked for the Eagles here to here. Otherwise, he would have been found out by now, I think. But watch it be Howie Roseman.
It's Jason Babin.
Jason Babin. Christ. No, it's
You don't know. It could be.
It could be. There's always a chance, sure, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
No, he was talking about it, and people were trying to like flame him for it, and they're like, "Oh, they're not just gonna get rid of Isaac Seumalo because," and I'm like, well, "Yeah, because they like Driscoll better."
Yeah. Yep.
And Isaac Seumalo is one of probably the most overrated guards in the NFL.
I wouldn't say overrated, but it's just.
Well, I feel like people always talk about him. We're like, "Oh, you can't get rid of Isaac." I'm like, "Why?"
Yeah.
I thought Big V was the better player. I would have kept Big V over Isaac.
You would have kept V. Well, the thing is, if you kept Big V, you wouldn't have Jordan Mailata. So it's kind of a little give and take there.
I could have moved him to guard.
But I mean, I've always liked Isaac. I've always been a fan of Isaac, and
say what you want about the 2016 draft. We may not have had a lot of availability, but you know what? They hit on like every fucking pick.
Yeah, yep.
It's not named Wendell Smallwood.
I liked Wendell when he was here.
You ever just like get horny thinking about how what's his name isn't here anymore?
Who?
Who's the former running Deuce Staley?
I mean, it is what it is.
I just wake up at night with boners just because of the fact that Deuce Staley's bitch ass is not here.
So Phillies end up winning. Zach Eflin, player of the game, eight innings pitched, no earned runs, 5 Ks. Great night from Eflin. So Harper also had 4 RBIs tonight. So
yeah, I just randomly hate Deuce Staley.
Just randomly out of nowhere.
Just because like his rotations would be awful. They'd be like, "Oh man, well Garrett Blunt just ran for like $120 this game.
Yeah.
What are we doing next game? More Smallwood."
Yeah, yep.
Like, "Oh man, Shady just broke for like an 80-yard run." The next 6 plays are Darren Sproles. Oh hey, look, the first cool. We got Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard. What are we gonna do? Well, the first 2 games are nothing but Darren Sproles.
Yeah, yep. Be like, oh, hey, Darren, I know you're not as good as you used to be, but you know what? Get out there.
Talk about that was another guy to where it's like I always love Sproles. There's not next to Nick Foles, there wasn't a person I fucking hated more in their final like time as an Eagle.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, you don't understand how great he is. I'm like, all he has is highlights. He hasn't done anything in like 4 years.
Yeah.
It's like you'd get like 6 carries and he's out for like 8 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, Deuce isn't here anymore. No, that not a real big deal in my opinion, but
Very big deal.
but Pete, you got anything else before we wrap up?
No.
No. All right, fam. So the Phillies win. Rob Thompson is gets his first win of his career as a manager with the Phillies. So Rob Thompson era starting off on a high note. But fam, we appreciate you for watching, listening, joining us during the rest of the Phillies game. But as always, Fan Friday is brought to you by Gleason's Bar. Gleason's Bar is located at 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, PA. Use promo code A2D for 10% off your order whenever you dine in, take out, or order online at Gleason's Bar and Steaks. Gleason's Bar and Steaks.com for 10% off your order with promo code A2D. We are also brought to you by FanUp. FanUp is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NBA contests, and more. Win great prizes. Sign up today using promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points, which is a $50 value. Enter in their contest right now. They got some good NBA Finals contests. Got a little NFL. Got some good NFL contests before the season. You can win some pretty good money if you get in early. So definitely one you need to check out for sure. Also, we are also brought to you by Alan Foy at eXp Realty. Looking to buy or sell a home, looking for a change in career brokerage, contact Alan Foy at eXp Realty at 302-682-8820 or visit him on the web at alan.foy@exprealty.com. Again, the phone number is 302-682-8820. Guys, as always, from Jake Friel, Pete Young, we'll catch you guys back next week on another episode of Fan Friday. Later, fam. Go Phils.